Hey everyone, welcome back. My name is Zane. Today we'll be having a look at requests. What is requests? Pay and get paid in cryptocurrency. From simple payment requests to fully complaint digital currency invoices. So request helps you to get paid in cryptocurrency while providing full control over your financial information. So what exactly is this technology? What exactly is request? Request is an open network for transaction requests. It allows anyone to create, store, and access invoices and receipts in a universal and decentralized network. By having transaction requests in one place, companies with services like accounting, invoicing, payment processing, and auditing can plug into the same network and communicate with each other using the same single source of truth. It is built using blockchain technology and it is completely decentralized. I do like that idea, that it's completely decentralized. That's what I find most fascinating about most cryptocurrency. So no one owns a network and the data remains verifiable, immutable. Permission access means that the data remains accessible to those who need it and completely private from those who don't grant users ultimate control over their own data. This is mostly for web developers as well. They talk about why you should develop with request. So request is simple, scale, well, and ensures privacy and security. All of that built into our foundation. Scalable. With every new version, requests can handle more and more transactions per second. That's because the bulk of the data is saved on the IPFS seen below instead of a blockchain. What is stored on the blockchain is the hash, the proof of the data. That way it can't be modified or manipulated. So transactions are batched and added to the IPFS in bulk, which enables high throughput and it leads to low costs as well. All you need to know. Request brings a variety of protocols and systems together. Find out how we combine these strengths. So let's start with Ethereum. Ethereum is an open source, public blockchain based distributed computing platform and operating system that features a smart contract functionality. IPFS, the Interplanetary File System, is a protocol and network. It is designed to be created content addressable peer-to-peer method of storing and sharing hypermedia in a distributed file system. Request nodes. Nodes receive transactions such as the creation of requests or its acceptance, batch them, and save them on IPFS and Ethereum. They abstract IPFS, Ethereum, and gas for the user. They also store all data. Request gateway. They speak about that as well. And of course, they speak about payment processors. So payment processors connect requests with payment networks such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, Monero, and fiat networks. They detect payments and update the state of the request, like whether they have been paid. And not to mention applications. That's always very important. Apps connect to the request system to help manage payments. They can enable and streamline invoicing, accounting, cross-funding, and more. These applications are not part of the protocol or its implementation, but they are built on top of it. Now they have a fairly simple roadmap. Keep track of everything we are working on for requests in need of additional features, requests below. So you can actually make a request of features, which is actually quite nice. Delete your account, invoice me, Polygon integration, visual invoice dashboard, Binance Chain, 2FA, and batch payment integrated with Shuro. I'm going to say that's pronounced as Shuro. So they're also working on a number of other things that are up next in terms of partial payments, escrow, integrated with QuickBooks, and compound interest. Not to mention all of their achievements so far, such as referral program, issues a credit note, pay a fiat invoice with crypto, reputation system, customizable invoice branding, Genesis multisig, Stripe integration, declarative Bitcoin invoices and declarative fiat invoices. And the list continues of all of their achievements in terms of their timeline. So they're actually doing quite well. And some of the features that they do talk about adding, I really do like the idea of that one. So the next thing we'll be taking a look at is the brand new requests. So I think they had a huge rebranding, which I think was a fantastic idea. And we're going to go through that just a little bit just to get an idea of how they think as a company, because that's very important. How a company portrays itself is one of the many important things to figure out if a company is right for you. Now, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is just my opinion, and my opinion should never be used as financial advice. The main brand name becomes Request. Removing network from the name and its associated logo. As the World Network was often used in reference to protocol, it was a request source of confusion. Keeping the main brand short and simple, resolve this while also giving us the flexibility to create distinct sub-brand later on. So I think that's really good. That's a really good choice that they made right there, because it says here it lays a foundation for targeting a more mainstream audience and developers and partners both in and outside of the blockchain industries. Let's have a look at the API, request invoicing, electronic invoicing made easily. So I quite find this quite interesting actually. So request technology enables electronic invoicing systems to create, exchange, and process requests for payments through an open network using blockchain technology. So the request API helps bridge the gap between developing on Web 2.0 and Web 3.0 by providing a REST API that allows you to easily create and read electronic invoice stored on the request. With this release, developers are unlocked to use the core request protocol functionality without learning any new development skills. This lowers the entry point for developers to connect their products or services to open network for electronic invoices. In addition to the request API, we're releasing request dashboard. Dashboard acts as a homepage for developers and users to manage their accounts, access API keys, and use request-based tools. So built to function with V 2.0. Disclaimer: Request Protocol V 2.0 is currently live in its beta state on Wrinkleby testnet. Due to the nature of this test network, it is not recommended to store any confidential or business critical information on requests at this stage in time, at least. So starting today, Request API is available to all developers across the world. To learn more and get started, you got to visit this website. So that's quite interesting how they want to transform this world of electronic invoicing and trying to make it easier, trying to make it more simpler, which is good. I have nothing to complain about in that respect, because I think they're doing a great job. And honestly, I want to see more companies doing similar things like this, taking big risk, taking small risk, whatever it means for your company to be successful. You've got to be willing to do exactly that. So if we actually go to CoinMarketCap, we'll have a look at requests. Its price sits at 0.10 pence. That's actually really cheap. It's gone up a little bit lately, and not to mention at its all-time high, and I think this was back in 2018. I think this thing hit $1 actually, so that was quite an accomplishment in itself, considering that the tokens are just under 1 billion. 999 billion token. That's incredible. Sorry, not billion token. 999 million token. That's incredible. And max supply, total supply, and circulating supply. And of course, this is verified information that CoinMarketCap is verified with the creators of requests. So considering of the low price, 10 pence at the moment, I look at this cryptocurrency and I say to myself, can it 10x? Yes, I think you can definitely 10x in the next 1 to 2 years. Now, will it 100x? That's a bit far-fetched. I think that will probably put it at £10, and I'll say that's probably 3 to 5 years away, I'd say, in my personal opinion. But again, I'm not a financial advisor. This is just my personal opinion. If what they say is true, if they keep on development in the right way, in a great way, I think they've got some great prospects for the future. Professional invoices. So our invoicing software generates invoices that look and feel professional, so you stand out from the crowd. They also comply with the industry standards, making sure that they're compatible with third-party products and services. Cross-currency. The invoice amount is determined in the regular fiat currency like USD, the euros, Great British Pound, or any other upon request. Whereas the payment of the invoice is fulfilled in cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin, Ethereum, DAI, and USDC. So how about the escrow? So as an upcoming feature of request invoice, escrow guarantees that the client has put money on hold to pay for their work in advance. I quite like that. So pay reputation system. Payment on time, too late, or missing. The reputation system to be implemented later keeps track of payers' reputation scores, so you can adjust your payment terms accordingly. So that's quite interesting in itself as well. And they go into more information such as a better invoicing experience, save money doing business, simply process to get paid faster, no mistakes, no lost funds, keep your accountant happy. I quite like this. I really do like this. So again, this was Request. I think it's a fascinating cryptocurrency. Obviously, you can see they're in good business with a lot of partners such as Maker, AV, The Graph, Starname, Portless, 88 miles per hour, Ocean Protocol. The list goes on, and I find it quite fascinating that they're doing so well. And honestly, I hope to see more from this company in the future. I hope to see more from their cryptocurrency in the future, and to see if it will, say, 10x and go to £1 in, say, a year or 2 years. Or will it 100x in 3 to 5 years? That's a big question in itself. So again, hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Subscribe, leave a like.